Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is day 2 of our 2-day knife making course. Yesterday I did a course with Fergus. He's a budding knife maker and he wants to learn how to, make his own knives. We ran a batch of Infernums. Now, these 2 knives for him, and then we've got a whole bunch of other stuff. We've got about 9 or 10 more regular Infernums. Probably just gonna rock pattern them, and get them out there. Besides that, we've got to start prepping again for the class. Wood dust everywhere, not ideal. I'll give it a quick clean before Fergus rocks up. We've also got, these new boys, 9.5mm thick. Don't really have much plans for them yet. I just kind of had the material and we cut it. And the reason I had that material, the main reason we had that, right? Because we got axes. And that right there is some next level cool shit. 3 of them are spoken for, and then we have another 3 that I'm gonna make and just sell. So we'll see how it goes. I'll take you along through my day. Hopefully it all goes okay. I've never done this before, especially with this camera, so it'll be interesting. Hopefully it's not a train wreck. Now I've got these 2. So these are from Fergus. These are actually really well grained. I've seen knife makers at knife shows who have knives that aren't as well grained as Fergus grained his first 2 knives. He very much has a knack for it. Now I gotta just clean them up a little bit. Normally I take these down to 100% grain. Fergus wants to become a knife maker himself, so I said, hey, if you want to come in and we can work on freehand grinding together. It's not something I usually do. Usually I try and do it because final grinding, it's really where people can stuff up, and that's not what I want. I want them to walk away with a done knife that looked cool as hell. But in this case, I think we're gonna risk it, and we're just gonna kind of see how it goes. So before Fergus rocks up, I want to get my oven preheated. This is basically going to set a temperature for a few hours just to make sure it's 100% ready to go. It's only going to 60 degrees Celsius, so it can set a temperature for a while. Elbows in, get your stance. It's the same thing as we did before, right? It's just in reverse. Watch where you put your thumb, and that will sort of dictate where your grind's gonna go. Cool, so what I want you to do is I want you to start walking that grind up towards the spine.
Yep.
If you think about your knife, right? You can have a tilt this way and that. You're applying pressure both into the belts and up or down. You need to leverage it this way, you can leverage it this way, So you want to think, I want to leverage it towards the spine, just 10%, almost nothing, but a little bit towards the spine, and it'll start walking your grind up.
Gotcha, yep, cool. So by leveraging it towards the spine, it's essentially exaggerated, but like I'm pushing in here a wee bit more at the bottom?
Yes, but you're not changing your angle, you're just adding more leverage towards your spine. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's how you're gonna walk your grind up. So what's happening right now is the bevel is sort of going up at an angle. So the way you fix this, right, is you start your pressure right up at the at this plunge here, and then you completely fall off pressure. So right up here you've got a bit of pressure, and then up towards here you want no pressure. So you're sort of grinding more in this side than in this side. So you're still going to do a full grind, you're still going to take the bevel, take the belt across the whole thing. But when you get to here, there's no sparks coming off. You're not really doing anything. Here is where the sparks are coming, here is where all the action is, and this is just sort of falling off and not doing anything when you get towards this tip.
Okay, cool.
Nice and clean?
I think so.
Cool. Mix up some epoxy. G-Flex. This time I'm going to say 2 50-cent pieces.
2 50-cent.
2 50-cent pieces. The hexagon is really hard to do. Just focus.
Maybe I'll hold it down closer to the tip.
Yeah, get all artistic with it. Artiste.
Freehand sharpening like a boss.
You did a good job sharpening.
Yeah, okay. Just a couple of words. Thanks very much to Dom. Just finished my first 2-day knife making course. I was a complete rookie coming in here, and I definitely feel like I've learned a lot, and that I'm going to be able to go away and use what I learned today to continue the knife making skills. So these are my two beauties. Thanks very much, Dom. We'll see you again.
Bye.